Hey everyone. Well, after 35 years, I think, I've decided that my Radio Shack Archer pencil iron is probably due for replacement. And I also have a Weller pencil iron. This is probably about 20 years. They were actually throwing it out at one of my first jobs. And I said, well, if it still works, why get rid of it? So I've had it and used it. So it's time. So I picked up a new soldering kit and I figured we'd do a little unboxing and I can set it up and we'll go from there. So this is from, I don't know if it's Hakko or Hakko. This brand has been heavily used at two of my jobs. And so I've got a pretty good feeling on their quality. I figured, what the heck, let me get one for myself. And so we have the base, we have the cleaning wire, which is just basically coiled brass, and we have a cleaning sponge. So this one here, you pop the bottom off. We'll put the metal in there. Okay. And then we put the sponge in. So you can just kind of scrape the iron in there and clean it. And we have our tip. So I did purchase another set of tips. So I've got spares, but I've also got some additional tip options. And this is going to plug in to the base. Iron goes there, and then we plug it in. One of the things I liked about this too is, if you see here, it says ESD safe, and that means that the tip is electrically grounded so that it does not build up charge that can damage sensitive electronic equipment. Looking at the instructions, there's quite a few different things you can do with the settings. There's presets, obviously setting Fahrenheit versus Celsius, and a couple of different modes. So looks like this is customizable to some degree. I'm usually, I keep it pretty simple. I typically just use it at 750. That's what we pretty much do at work. Is if we have to solder something, kick it up to the temperature. And actually, technically, if I'm using the lead-free solder, I don't have to go as hot. But I may dial that temperature down. But until then, I'll see. I'll play around with it and see whatever works. All right, power it up. 750. We watch the temperature go up. Got my old Radio Shack 6040 tin lead solder. I don't really like to use the lead-free solder unless I absolutely have to, just because it does not flow as well in my opinion. Call me old school, but that's how I am. Okay, there we go. Tin the tip, don't breathe those fumes. All right, it's nice and hot, so it's like I'm ready for some soldering.